Well, we'll see. It's on the plow right now. Hopefully it holds on tight. It might be a good view. Yeah, just throw a $400 camera on your plow, why not? How's it going, everybody? This video is from the snowstorm that came in Saturday night, January 6th, and continued through Sunday, January 7th, the entire day. We're going to get right into the snowplow content, but if you want to know more about my truck, my plow, how I prep my truck or plow, check out the previous video link in the description below, and that will take you through my entire setup. But let's just get right into the day, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. So this tree is completely curved and bent over, and the top's hanging over the driveway. I can't go through it, which is a shame because it's right up around that corner to the left. And it's the only uphill I got, really. And I got a shovel up there. But I cannot go through that, and I can't mess around with it, so. That's where that house with the tree was. Another branch fell off of that. All of these trees, honestly, are at risk of breaking limbs, breaking the complete tops off. You know who's really good at this? Ben. Ben is really good at this. I'll show you guys why Ben's like my best friend. Oh yeah. Do it for the paint on the truck, bud. Let me tell you about my best friend. One who covers himself in snow for his best friend. Look at it, it's the entire way. The entire way. This driveway's super uneven too. Right where tire marks go, it's completely sunken in on both sides, so you can never really scrape it very clean either. Holy moly. Down the tunnel, windows up. Tell you what, if you like your truck enough to where you don't want to get scratches, don't plow with it, that's for sure. Look at this tunnel. I wonder if this will shake it enough. No, I don't think it's gonna. Right there you go. Bang. You gotta be really alert in these situations. Get ready to jump out of the way. Huh. Well, we'll see. It's on the plow right now. Hopefully it holds on tight. It might be a good view. getting it really good. That new GoPro has a super wide lens, and there's a setting you can put in it that makes it really, really widescreen. Thought I was gonna make it without having to shake more trees, but there's still some there. I gotta get under this one. Truck will shake it itself. And just throw a $400 camera on your plow, why not?
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah, on a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on.
It's all about the quality. Those customers are always so nice. They always come out and give me a seltzer and some kind of like granola bar or chocolate or something. See how it looks on the way back out. Not too shabby. Branches hanging down everywhere. All set. Another one done. Look at this road. down. This kind of stuff can really add a lot of time to your day. But what are you gonna do? It's Mother Nature. It's a lot of snow. Oh! What do you guys think about that view from the plow? Seems like it's pretty cool. Done. Not done. We'll be back again. But first pass is done. Truck's holding up good. Plow's holding up good after I fixed that line. looks like it's broken up against the license plate a little. Hopefully I can get through this storm and I'll put that clamp back on it. Hope you're enjoying the video. I just wanted to touch base on the title of it, and that is you don't need a V-plow for driveways. I truly stand by that. I've been plowing with these Fisher straight blades for my entire career. I'm 33 right now. It's been about 15 years of plowing for me, and I've never once found the need for a V-plow. I have done so many different types of driveways, so many different driveway routes in different towns of Massachusetts. And every time I did plow with a V-plow, because there was a company in between there that I plowed a year with a V-plow, and it made no difference to me. It didn't seem to help me get through the driveways faster. All it did was give me more buttons to press, more ways to make the blade a little slightly off cue. It was hard to get a V-plow like perfectly straight. I know some of them have a setting now where you can just hit the button and it'll straighten out, but either way, the one I dealt with didn't have that, and even if I had that, I just wouldn't find the need for it. Now, I know you commercial plow guys are sitting there saying you totally need a V-plow, and in your situation, I completely agree with you. A V-plow in a commercial parking lot is super important because after you get the bulk, you're able to scoop your plow in and pick up all the snow trails. With a straight blade, when you have a long stretch, you'll end up leaking more snow off to the side, so it takes you a while to clean up the parking lot. But us driveway guys don't have to deal with things like that. So the straight blade is the most efficient way to get in and out because you have the least amount of controls and your mind is kind of free of having to deal with all those controls. I personally have a fixed control box with a joystick for this plow. I don't even have a loose handheld in my truck because I don't like that. I prefer having the joystick permanently fixed to a position, and it's right next to where I rest my arm on my door. So I don't even have to be holding my arm up in the air. It's just slight wrist movements, up, down, left, right. So the straight blade is the simplest way for me, and I can get through a driveway quicker because of its simplicity, in my opinion. I'll be back again, so I'll clean all that stuff up later. Get the majority of it done. I certainly don't mean to cause up like a big tense debate about it. I know some guys that do driveways have V-plows. They love them. They swear by them. And you know what? Good on you. If it's something you're comfortable with, you like to use, that's cool with me. I personally just think it's a lot of extra unnecessary things when you're doing purely driveways. V-plows are much more expensive to purchase. They're a little more expensive to maintain. A few more things could go wrong with them than a straight blade. So I personally think it's a smarter investment for guys that are going to be doing driveways to just go with a straight blade, especially these Fishers. A lot of people in New England sell them used and in really good shape, so you can save a lot of money by buying used. And then all you got to do is pay for somebody to install the plow wiring and the push plate that goes on the front of your truck. If you don't believe me that you can save money, just start doing some research on the differences and you'll realize that you could save thousands of dollars. But the main point is, with some experience, you can do driveways just as quick without a V-plow. Now I gotta shovel the front walkway, which I'm gonna do off camera. See you at the next one. got a couple more to do on my first pass. This place is just a tennis club, and we just got to open up like a third of the parking lot so that emergency services can get in and out if need be. Nice easy one. It's really heavy, wet, dense. I think it was here last year I was plowing and I was talking about my new machine that I had bought. So it's kind of cool, like, you know, a whole year goes by so quick, but you know, you go back to a place like this and you remember what you were talking about last time you were here. Pretty crazy. And as far as the YouTube channel, I am working on the next project that we did this past summer, editing it right now, and it's going to be us building a set of Nicolock irregular steps, a couple block retaining walls. So that was a fun little project, and that's what's going to be coming up next on my channel. After that, I've got a few patios we installed. I still got a bunch of work we did from last year ready to go on the SD cards and everything. I just gotta make the videos, and that's what winter is for. So last year I bought the Kubota skid steer. I'm not quite sure if there's going to be any big purchases for my business this year. I think the next thing that I would want to be able to purchase is a dump truck, like a F350 diesel dump truck, or I don't know, I'd have to price it out, but I wouldn't mind getting like a 550 just so it can handle all the hardscape work that I do. But those can kind of be few and far between, and they're pretty expensive as well. That would really help the business out big time. My dump trail is excellent, don't get me wrong, but having just a regular dump truck is definitely a nice thing. So yeah, like I said, we don't clean this entire parking lot. We're pretty much going right up to the trees on the right here. And we're gonna open this whole area up. That way if a ambulance or fire truck had to get down here and turn around, they'd be able to. Nice easy stop on the list. Open parking lot. With a straight blade, I just like to keep it straight and go through and just push a lot of the bulk out of the way, Because if you try to angle all of this snow and just try to do it once, you'll be using like a third of the blade to try to do that and not have any spill. But if you just come through with it straight, that's how you're gonna get the most snow on the front of your plow. And then you get all that bulk out of there. And if you're wondering why I still plow for other people even though I have my own business, I do hope to have my own clients, commercial, residential, someday. But the big thing about having one truck, and you go and you sell yourself a nice list of plowing contracts, and God forbid something happens to your truck, now you're on the line for all these people that you've pretty much promised you're going to be able to handle their contract. And it just puts you in a bad spot, stressful spot. With this setup that I have now, subcontracting my truck out, worst case scenario, my truck breaks down and I can't use it if the company I'm working for here doesn't have a vehicle for me to use. You know, I'm not on the line for getting all these contracts done under my own name and business. So it kind of keeps me free from that stress. What I'm gonna need, without a doubt, before I start doing my own plowing is another truck. That's what I was saying. I'd love to be able to purchase a dump truck either this year or the following year. And when I got that and I throw a plow on it, I will definitely be selling my own plowing accounts, because that way I'll have a backup truck. I'll be a lot more confident than I would be just having the one truck, because you just never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And I really don't mind. I'm not gonna talk about how much money I make, but I'm completely comfortable with what I make here. It's a nice income during the winter months. I can still just kind of edit my videos and not worry about it. I don't have to go chasing people down for money. The back and forth with the customers, that's on the owner of the company I'm working for. I'm just out here getting paid hourly. I also wanted to talk about the subscriber count for my channel. I'm absolutely blown away that I have 46,000 subscribers, and it's been 2 years now since I started the channel. That totally exceeds the expectations I had when I started it. So I appreciate that support from all of you guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. I wish I had more time to produce more of it, but there will be plenty more coming in the next few weeks, next couple of months really. Now that this snow's here, I'm basically done working. A few things left to wrap up, and then it's full-time YouTube editing. That's what I'll be up to. Lined up to start editing that I did this past summer. Nice double 2-tier retaining wall, concrete block retaining wall with irregular steps. The poured concrete steps to make them look like natural stone. If you've been watching my channel, I'm sure you've seen them. So that's gonna be a cool little playlist of videos. Big transformation. And it was actually a customer that found me on YouTube, so that was pretty sweet, that them just finding my channel and seeing my videos, that's how they got in contact with me. So I've had a good handful of those this year, of people contacting me because of the videos they seen on YouTube. And you know, that's super cool. That's probably my favorite part about the whole thing so far with YouTube and my business, is that it's actually getting me work, and people local around me are just stumbling across me on YouTube. So I think that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna go get my camera. This place is done. We probably got about another 3-4 hours of snow coming. I got like 2 or 3 more houses to go through for my first pass. And once everything starts dwindling down, I'm gonna go do everything again and clean it all up. Quarter of 12, 29 degrees out. I can definitely feel it getting colder. But the weather channel's saying it's going to be going to about 4 and then dying off. You can see where we are. I mean, there's snow everywhere still. So they're saying here in Sudbury, we got 9 inches up until now. And then in the next 12 hours, 24 hours, so on, we're about to get 2 more inches at the most. I got 4 of my least favorite putters. Oh, missed that one. I will take 3 out of 4 any day. It is actually Tuesday, January 9th now. Yesterday I had to get a lot of rest. I plowed for 20 hours, but I was gone for like 28 and a half hours between a few breaks and some other things I did for myself afterwards. And then took a break, came home, and then I went out and I salted some parking lots for the same company this morning in their truck. And now I'm back home, finally being able to embrace the beautiful snowfall in my backyard. Truck did really good, other than that hydraulic hose break and one of the plow markers broke, but not bad. Kubota's buried in snow right now. I had to push all the snow there. So even after a couple days, there's a lot of snow accumulation still here. And that is the French River behind my house in Oxford. I love it in the winter because all the leaves are gone. You see right through, and especially when everything's covered in snow. It's gorgeous. So the end result in Sudbury was about 11 inches of snow. It snowed till about 7 o'clock. They were saying it was going to snow until about 4, but it lasted longer than expected. But what can you do? That's New England, and that's Mother Nature. Can't wait to wrap this stone all around my house. That was a project I started in 2022, believe it or not. The complete end of 2022. I didn't do anything on that during 2023. But that's the way it is. The projects at your own home always get pushed to the back burner when you got a lot of jobs to do. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had fun plowing, made some money, and got warmed up for what the season's gonna offer. Hopefully some more snowstorms like this, so it's not such a dud of a winter like it has been. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to see more plowing content, there's a whole playlist right here full of nice videos. This was from a couple years ago and there was a good storm. I think it was like 16 inches of snow. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already, and you guys know the deal. Until the next one, God bless, peace.